At the sound of the phone alarm, stand up and walk out silently. This will be within 5 to 10 minutes of the talk starting. Please remain silent during the walkout. Not doing so places trans students and other participants at risk. But if they stay, it places them at risk of learning something, which would be very terrible, We couldn't have that, could we? No. So hopefully they'll run out screaming before we get to anything substantive so they don't have to learn about our topic tonight. Our topic tonight, which is very, very important, men are not women. Today's gender ideology insists that man and woman, male and female, are rooted in, they are not rooted in reality at all. Instead, they are social constructs to be changed at will. The gender activists will sometimes try to draw a distinction between sex and gender. You know, you'll notice they're so afraid of hearing the truth that they have to try to shout because they know that reality is too much for their ridiculous fantasies. The problem is that the people who have biologically male uterus, the people who has a what? I feel as though I've just been Me Too'd by this person. I'm going to file some sort of suit. Another protester I spoke with in Michigan tried to have it both ways too, tried to say that sex is determined by biology, but you're taking away my personal freedom to give a lecture. Gender, they say, is just something that happens in your mind. This is the point that these cackling hyenas out here are trying to make. And this is the point they're trying to make. So let us imagine for a second that sex and gender really were malleable and socially constructed. The question that these people won't answer is who exactly has the right to define gender? Who exactly has the right to define what it means to be a woman and what it means to be a man? Here we see the irreconcilable conflict between feminism and transgenderism, which these people do not want to grant. Feminism is a gender ideology. That's all it is. It makes certain claims about sex and gender, and specifically about womanhood, what it means to be a mother, what it means to be a daughter, what it means to be a single woman. Now, transgenderism is also a gender ideology. An ideology drives people mad, as you might have noticed this evening. Transgenderism also makes claims about sex and gender and womanhood, and those two gender ideologies actually make contradictory claims. The ability to claim oppression actually carries with it certain social privileges. For instance, if these screaming children in here weren't able to claim some false sense of privilege, they would not only have been ejected from the lecture hall a long time ago, they would have been expelled from the university. They should have been expelled from 10th grade. But because they can claim certain social advantages by ways of a false oppression, they are allowed to sit here and degrade the American university. How is this guy still in this lecture hall? How is this guy still in this university? It is outrageous. By the way, if these people are not expelled from this university, that is a scandal for the University of Missouri. It would be an absolute outrage if these people are not expelled from this university for acts of violence to protest the most common sense statement that I could possibly make, which is that men are not women.